And then a final question, just for myself. So I know that some Taiwanese youth who are also transgendered, and they have trouble coming out to their parents. And I was wondering how you personally came out to your parents and what advice you would have for youth who deal with parents.
Sure. I mean, I was like non-binary when I was as early as 12. So it's not much as coming out as saying that, you know, I don't really want to be confined into a specific gender role. So it was a very philosophical way in which that I came up with my parents saying that, well, just, you know, I drop out of school, I get to decide how I look like every day and how I behave every day. And there's a lot of experiments that I'm going to do. And so this is within this larger framework of experimentation with not only gender, but also sort of identity of the language that I speak, of the cultures that I choose to acculturate myself into, and so on. So I would say that if you frame it as a experimentation, as a journey towards self-discovery, then it is easier because parents would want their children to experience as much as possible within a safe way. And then it also helps to prove that there is a safe space. There's a circle of friends who are tolerant, who are okay, who sees this as normal. And once you have this group of friends, then your parents may be much more willing to let you experiment. And this is true not only for identity or for sexual orientation, or for this is true for anything. So I think starting a startup, for example, is actually much more dramatic when I was 14 or 15, other than gender or any other experiments, because people know that most of startups fail. And for a teenager, it could be very traumatic to fail one's first startup. So it took a lot of convincing. But after my parents see that I have a group of friends who are also into startups, who don't see failure as something shameful, and so on, they feel much more comfortable in letting me out, and in a sense, in the startup world.
Oh, okay. So your parents, you would say, were also quite conservative, as most parents are?
Oh yeah. They were expecting me, you know, to go all the way to get a PhD or something like that. But I mean, the world really has changed around '96 because of World Wide Web and because of the way that people can access to knowledge, right? So, and it is a material fact. So after demonstrating this fact to my parents, they were very reasonable people.